Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it up. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. At the 35, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Provo. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
On the move, it's Ncaa. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great block.
Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's easy when you got a QB like this. Just make the right reads and go chew up yards. Not only can he make the right reads, he can make people miss. He can make even bigger plays than this, but just chews up 20-plus yards in a hurry.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets to the quarterback. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him. But great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The Gators pick up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
To the air, it's Provo. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Gets it to the back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, San Diego State 7, Florida 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time in charge.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able...
He wants to go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Flips it out to the back. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Provo. Skips away from pressure. Runs through a tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job in the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll line up for a second down play. Movement here from the tight end. On second down, wants to throw. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Off he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. He is such a dangerous weapon as a runner. It's almost as if it makes the defense tentative because they know the slightest of errors, and he's to the house.
No doubt about it. And this is a guy that's going to hurt defenses throwing the football and running the ball as well, and stresses your defense in so many different ways. So this defensive coordinator now has got to find new ways to try and slow him down, contain him. You just got to get the ball out of his hands, because when he's got it, man, he can kill it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
back to throw. It's Provo. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Brings up third down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Aztecs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Let's go. Powers through the defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, he chews up yards, doesn't he? That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays, and thank goodness they got him on the ground and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. On the option. Quick toss. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Gators send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Chung. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And the Aztecs want to move quickly. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Touchdown, San Diego State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 21.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Florida Gators will take over. 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
Trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, San Diego State 28.
And the Aztecs will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
3rd down coming up.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They'll give it to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Afterburners coming. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Provo. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the 1st down.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Wide receiver shows motion. They want to run this quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Right back to the well. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short.
San Diego State, 28, Florida, 3.
Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback keeps it. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll leave it with him. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Got it, looking for a first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they'll take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.